If you want a good sober school, if you want a good sober education, you'll come to P.E.A.S.E.
Yeah, P.E.A.S.E is a great school.
Good vibes.
Good vibes.
I love P.E.A.S.E Academy.
P.E.A.S.E was a lifesaver. They throw you a rope and you grab hold and you just hope for the best, and it's been wonderful. I would highly recommend it to anybody.
I love P.E.A.S.E. I think that if I didn't go to P.E.A.S.E that I would probably be dead somewhere.
Yeah.
Is that too much?
So I started my use when I was about 12 years old, and I can't imagine if there was a high school I could have gone to, because those are the areas I really struggled, was at school with that social group. I knew I wanted recovery from an early age, but I just didn't know how to do it. So I imagined the impact it would have if I had the option to go to a recovery-conducive environment to get my education. So what I see P.E.A.S.E Academy doing is giving opportunity to teenagers to actually start off their life in recovery, which just means amazing things. The possibilities are really endless.
I really like going to P.E.A.S.E. Initially coming in, I was nervous, it was a new environment and I didn't really know how it was going to be, but the longer I started going, I started getting into friend groups and stuff, and it's just a really supportive place. And I like it a lot differently than other schools because everybody's sober and you have that support that you need in recovery.
It was a hard decision to put him into, a sober school and take him out of his high school, but I do believe it was the best decision for him so that he could graduate. There were some times I was worried about his graduation, but the teachers and everyone at P.E.A.S.E really supported him, and they kept me in the loop. They called me monthly. They let me know how he was doing.
The community is based on recovery, so it just helps you focus on just that, and you can still focus on your academics without having to worry about drugs everywhere, and I just think it's been a really big part of my life, and I'm grateful I can call it my home.
They don't have a heavy hand here. They have a firm hand, but it's not heavy, and they understand that many of the students here need to learn life skills. They need a little extra patience, a little extra love. I felt the same way when I was a teenager, and I just really respect their willingness to work a little bit harder than most to make it happen for these kids.
What I've learned at P.E.A.S.E is it's okay to ask for help, it's okay to reach out to people, and not even for myself either. If I see someone else, I'll definitely reach out to them, and I think that'll help make the environment for myself and the other people starting next year a lot more comfortable.
If a parent is thinking of enrolling their child at P.E.A.S.E, definitely just call, make an appointment, come in and sit down and talk and see if it's a fit for their child. When Paige first came to P.E.A.S.E, we'd been really having some struggles with her in the regular high school. She'd been through a few other schools over the last, probably was 2 years' time that she had switched around, and so we found P.E.A.S.E, and when we brought her here, you could see right away kind of a change in her and just the confidence or the comfort that she felt coming here. There's that intimacy and vulnerability that comes into this place where they support her and let her just be who she is, and there isn't judgment on top of it. So I think she was able to let down her walls quite a bit, and then that gave her that space to be able to really focus on the schooling part of it as well.
A lot of places have given up on these students, and when I first got into education, I knew I wanted to work with students who had been given up on. The research that came out of Harvard by John Kelly shows if we can keep young people in a recovery community for between 5 and 6 years, their chances of full remission up to about 80%, which is phenomenal. So hopefully with the growing number of recovery schools in the country, with the growing number of collegiate recovery programs throughout the country, that will have a more significant impact on successful adolescent recovery moving forward.
It's really cool to have a sober prom, especially for my last year of high school.
It's my first prom, so I'm excited. I've never been this dressed up ever in my life, so it's different. But I'm good.
Cold.
I'm excited. I'm freezing.
I feel especially really supported by all the teachers, knowing that like most of them are sober as well. And it's just like an entire sober community. It's great.
I like P.E.A.S.E because it gives second chances when you think you don't need any or want any or think you deserve any.
It might seem like a sober school is a stupid school, but it's not. It's actually really fun, and it's better than any other school I've ever been to.
Yeah, it's lit.
It's like kind of hard to be young in recovery and everything, but going to school where you have people supporting you and other people just like you, it's really inspiring. It really helps a lot to, stay sober, and it's really led me down the right path.
When I have urges, I text my friends here and I'm like, hey, like, can you go to a meeting with me? And they're not gonna be like, ew, no, they're gonna be helpful and like go to a meeting with me.
It's very community based, like we all get along with each other and we're all able to be very open with each other. And I think that it's just different because we all are so close and we all, like, it's like a circle of support basically.
We're just gonna have fun tonight while being sober, because the best thing about being sober is that you know your friends are your real friends and they're not using you for drugs.
Yes!